Hello everyone, good night, good night. This is Kem, and tonight we're going to be covering AGL League with my friends here, Gideon and Shroud. This is for week 6 of AGL. This is an E4 cap league, ET New Moon versus Litro Monkeys Gold. So, good night everyone, good night Gideon, good night Shroud. How are you guys doing tonight?
I'm doing really well tonight. I'm really interested in seeing how this game actually unfolds because not only is New Moon a really strong and capable team, I'm actually looking here at all of Literal Monkey's past games, and they seem to be doing pretty well for themselves.
Oh yeah, these guys are looking pretty strong. Um, So they're coming hot. They're currently seed number 3 in the group.
Very nice.
And how about you,
They
Shroud? How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm just hoping that with this game they have a new jungler from yesterday. They don't have X playing, and I hope they learn something from yesterday, apply it to their games, and hopefully they win. Like, there's not much to say other than I hope they learned.
Exactly. But yeah, we're seeing the band started here. We see Kindred, Viego, and Silas from the side of New Moon. From the side of Little Monkeys, the J4 and the Kaisa. Um, I was asked by New Moon whether they should waive the ban because I think there was like a situation with the number of games played. It looks like they're waiving the ban, so they're not. So they will allow Little Monkeys to have that third ban that we see a rel here. So yeah, so far I think these are good bans overall, like J4, Rel, Kaisa, from the side of Little Monkeys. These are really strong champions, and I'm excited to see what New Moon is gonna bring of difference, because they have Slappy. He
And
has a
the
different.
Nico first pick.
Yeah, they have a definitely a different pool versus than what's called an axe. I don't know if you
Yeah,
remember.
Malcolm.
Yeah, I don't know if you remember Shroud and Gideon, but this is what are you doing with Step Bro? That's his in-game nickname.
Um, did he ever play with us?
He played on Monday. When actually I think you were here only, Shroud. I think Gideon wasn't here.
Oh yeah, I do remember. Yeah.
Yeah.
very strange to see a Nico first pick. I'm not gonna lie, it's a safe pick, but it's not exactly the most threatening pick that you could have. But unfortunately, with Kaisa being banned, you could easily pick something like this Ash. A very strong ADC, but they vied for the Nico. Um,
I like the Ash, like you mentioned. I think when Kaisa's banned, Ash just gets free stage to do whatever she wants. The only champions I think really put like a stop in what Ash does is like a Nyla. I would like to see that out of ET New Moon, or maybe even an Ezreal would be good here too.
And quick stats check here.
Go ahead.
Versia has picked Ash 5 times in the league, and from these 5 games, one game he stomped with almost 2k gold lead at 15, and the other was an 800 gold lead. So outside that, all his gold advantage is a negative with the champion.
yeah, it's very strange to see somebody do so well with a champion and that champion make it through the first ban phase, but they seem pretty confident that they could deal with the Ash. They just lock in the Jinx. I don't. Shroud, how do you think Jinx fares into Ash at all?
Do you want my honest opinion?
Yeah.
Dog shit. I don't know why they locked the Jinx here.
you know, I was really hoping.
Akram!
There's the Hecarim.
The
And
other,
Get Shroud a little too excited.
and not let's not forget about the Zig. So that could be an Ash support as well,
That's true.
because the Ziggs is a flex champion between APC and mid lane. And I would say the Maokai is also a flex for the side of New Moon. Could be support or jungler.
I
Yeah,
don't know
without
about
X
you,
being a
Gideon.
top. What's
Oh,
up?
I don't know about you, Gideon, but I want the monkeys to
You That's what happens when you're a Hecarim one trick, isn't it? He's taking over.
Ooh, the Irelia and Kisante bands, interesting.
I like Cassante being banned. Cassante is such a scary champion in the right hands. And if you let that through a draft, he can actually just run through your whole backline while one-shotting you while building tanky stats, like Showmaker once said.
Yeah, now we see the Fiora ban. Downfall has played a very few games of Fiora, doing pretty okay in a few of them. So interesting bans from the side of Monkey. Liter Golds definitely keeping Okina. Big news on a more advantageous matchup since he's probably gonna get the last pick.
I'm surprised with the Irelia ban.
Yeah, I'm surprised too. I don't know if
Yeah,
Downfall has it.
I don't know if Downfall really plays Aurelia a whole lot. I see the Fiora, but I really don't see the Aurelia. That's more of an X thing. So
Maybe
maybe
they got linked the wrong OP to
maybe
it.
maybe they got linked the wrong OP. Who knows? The Amumu.
Mumu.
It's most likely Amumu support.
Oh.
Um,
Nah, Hecarim tops the way here.
Now let's make it interesting. Hacker mid,
Hecarim
man.
yeah,
mid.
you never know. Maybe it's Hecarim
Predator,
support.
Hecarim mid.
Oh God.
But yeah, interesting. So they're sending Ziggs to Buried Donut. He
Yeah.
it has 2 games on it so far.
The
Yeah.
Leona lock.
One game he did very well. The other game not as well, but
Yeah.
we all have those games.
True.
Now, what do you guys see about this Leona? A lot of
Leona
CC coming from
Leona
New
is
Moon.
such a useful champion, no matter what comp she's in. Having that Hecarim and that Ashe in the way, Leona can lock these champions down so well, prevent Hecarim from engaging with the way he wants to engage, and forces him to play around Leona, um, and just letting Jinx tear through their front line as best as she can. Uh, Poppy is an even better pick, and definitely prevents Hecarim and Amumu from doing everything that they want to do. Um, I'm very surprised that Poppy gets through right now because she is a pretty strong pick in general in
I
the
would
current
like to
meta.
see this Poppy build.
Oh, the Olaf
Olaf.
counter.
Yeah, I think we send Poppy to the jungle.
I was
Actually,
gonna
She's
no.
say,
I
done.
think Maokai does so much worse in the Olaf though. Like,
I
Maka doesn't need to do good in lane.
yeah,
Poppy kind
he
of
doesn't
needs.
really need to. Poppy will struggle very much
Yeah,
against this Olaf. If it is Poppy top, then Olaf kind of gets free reign of top lane, and even unless he gets like into a really bad position with a Maokai gank, um, he's really not ever gonna be in danger because he can easily farm with his Q if he needs to play safe, and if he needs to, or if he gets the chance to, he'll just run down the Poppy and kill her easily.
yeah, I just feel like he has a free lane against either of these champions. He's just free.
He
Like,
definitely does.
he,
It's not a hard matchup for either of them at all.
and this is looking a good game for Olaf because he'll be able to negate the Maokai ult, the stuff from the
All of their
Maokai,
CC.
the knockup from Nico, Leona, Poppy. This is gonna stop everything. Just gonna go through that Jinx, and, and just axe her down.
I'm really curious on what he's gonna actually build here because he could go Stridebreaker, but I don't think that's the play. I think that more of a Jack Show angle might be preferred here. Who knows?
Not gonna lie, I do like Monkey Gold's draft here. I think they want to go in. They want to go in hard, and New Moon has to do a lot if they want to ever has a chance here on this game.
New Moon, their whole comp is based around Jinx. If Jinx doesn't do well, they're not gonna they're not gonna have a good late game. This Olaf will run this Jinx down the whole game if she isn't strong enough to deal with him.
Yeah, I'm quite excited to see how these 2v2 bots gonna be, because both supporters just want to go in, lock it in the ADC so they can do damage. It's gonna be a pretty interesting mid lane. Zeke's poking out, probably out poking because he outranges Nico, and the more question here, and this is mainly for you, Shroud, as a previous jungler. In one side we have Hecarim, which loves to farm, get the level, get the items, get power spikes through items, get level 6 when he's gonna shine more. Poppy on the
Hmm.
other hand, she wants a hot, like fast tempo. She wants to gank early, like level 3. She has really good gank, and I mean, she doesn't really care about much of the items because once she gets those level 3s and 4s, she's just gonna be so useful in the early game. So you kind of have like a two different proposals here. What are your thoughts on how they want to pilot these champions?
I think Hecarim needs to start around his top side, three camp into hoverbot because Poppy's going to be there and he has to be there to respond. But if I was Poppy, knowing this and knowing that Hecarim can think this and play around it, because if Hecarim comes to that play at the same time as Poppy, monkeys do win that fight because it's Asha Mumu plus a Hecarim with the extra AD from Ghost, and that's very scary. So if I was Poppy here from New Moon, I would be level 2 ganking bot lane instantly. You don't need W to gank a Jinx Leona because they have no escapes. You don't need your W, you just need Q and E. You just need a nice flash E into the wall, and that's a dead Jinx or a dead Leona. That's what I would do if I was this Poppy.
For sure, I'm excited to see how this game goes. Um, and there is an actual surprise here. I won't jinx anything. I won't spoil it because I do have the visibility here. And actually, let me stream for you guys because you guys don't have this. But yeah, we're gonna have a little of a surprise as we go into the game. So
It's Grim Top.
yeah.
What a guess.
Hecarim top?
No, I'm kidding. No. No, no,
You
it's
got
fine.
me so excited for no reason.
I mean, it would definitely be interesting.
It looks like they have vied for the Poppy top lane. I disagree with this personally.
Yeah, I
I think
fully
it's a
disagree with
horrible
this.
decision.
It's definitely not the right choice unless Downfall does not play Maokai at all. Maokai is an easy champion, anyways. Maokai can live in Olaf lane. Off one Q, he's not just dead, he has the Q knockback. I think Poppy cannot play this lane because Poppy wants to be aggressive early. How is she aggressive into Olaf?
Yeah, it's gonna
All he
be
has to do is
really
land a
awkward.
Q. All he has to do.
Well,
But yeah, so we are just waiting for spec delay. So we're gonna take a short break so you guys can get some water before we go into the game. And as soon as we come back, we're gonna go straight to the game. And what is this? Oh, interesting. And what we are also gonna do is we're gonna run a quick ad so you guys don't have to worry about ads during the game because it looks like it's gonna be automatic ad in like 11 minutes. So I want to make sure you guys have full vision of the game without having to deal with that. So we'll be right back and we'll come straight to game.
welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this. We got a Poppy in the top lane. I was really hoping it was gonna be Maokai in the top lane, but they opted for the Poppy in the top lane. Looks like we're just going for the classic standoff. Everybody's going in for a 5 point. Nobody's doing anything wacky or interesting or fun. Or is it gonna be boring?
This guy doesn't play Hecarim.
What do you mean? You're not gonna run at them level 1 to Sekram?
No, no, why? No,
Oh,
I'm
he's just
saying the
sitting.
Hecarim guy, bro. He
Oh, I
went
see what you.
green smite.
Oh, I don't play Ekram. Is that bad? Do you
I
know
mean,
what
they
green
have a
smite?
lot of CC. I get that, but like, man, the blue smite though.
You would rather that extra slow over the shielding, huh?
It's not slow. It's a movement
Is
speed
it
buff.
not? Oh,
Every
well,
time you walk in a
little
bush or kill a jungle camp, Hecarim gets an extra 50 AD because of
why
blue.
would you not take that? What?
That's what I'm saying. Oh my god, the spectator.
Where's getting that classic stare down right now? Everybody's just looking at everybody.
Yeah. There's two Jinxes on the map.
Looks like the Hecarim's gonna vie for his top clear, top to bottom clear. That is
At
what
least
you,
you know. Yep.
yeah, that's what you suggested that he should do. Uh,
Into Maokai, it's a little more interesting though. I don't know if they beat Maokai early. Maokai's early is very strong.
Maokai, looks like Maokai is vying for the bottom to top angle. Wants to get that early gank on Olaf so his Poppy doesn't get completely shafted through the whole game.
I'm hoping it's not. Top. Yeah, okay. He's going to rafters to path to bot. Hopefully.
You think so? Yeah, I mean, I don't know. We got a little bit of a scuffle here. Olaf
Nope.
might. Oh, Olaf is
Oh,
just gonna go and walk her down lane now. There's nothing she's
Olaf with
gonna be
the
able to do.
second Q.
All he has to do, he doesn't chase her.
Oh, misses the axe. He's
Oh,
falling a little low on mana.
now he's lost all of his HP. He had a huge lead there.
He still has the lead. Olaf is stronger when he's lower.
Still
Okay.
going. Decided it's not worth it to keep pushing. He got his damage off, pushed the wave up. Now it looks like he's
He's
gonna
going
reset.
for it. But this is horrible wave state. Why?
He decided not to reset. He realized that wave state was in such a bad spot that he can't
He can't
reset there.
he can't walk up though, can he?
No, he unfortunately now his health is far too low for him to be able to do much. Not a whole lot going on. Everybody's just farming it up. Olaf's the only person in any amount of kill range right now. Looks like
Ekram
Hecarim.
did opt out for the full clear, hovering bot side. Maokai did opt for the 4 camp. Alright.
Skipped Wolf, went straight to his blue buff.
Now he's going back to Wolves. His camp timers are fucked.
Hecarim might gank bot lane here.
Oh,
Oh, Nico
that
with
minion!
the minion play.
That
Can't
Ziggs
trust
just got
minions
outplayed
nowadays.
by the minion.
Can't trust minions nowadays.
Oh god, can't trust no one, bro. Oh,
Hecarim has invaded.
Jesus Juice 13 is invading. What are you doing, step bro?
He is in a bad spot here. This Hecarim.
Jesus
Oh,
Juice pops Ghost late,
Nico flashes.
and first blood goes to Nico.
Very well
Hecarim
done.
was a little lost there, but I still believe in him.
He thought he was on his side of the map. That's all it was.
Yeah. He opts out for the tier. See, this game,
Uh-oh.
Manamune is dog shit. You don't want to go, you need a Black Cleaver as soon as possible because these guys are just stacking armor.
They are a tanky team. Numun's team is far too tanky to just prioritize that Manamune.
And I hope he doesn't build Divine Sunder. This
He did
hurts.
go conquer this game. His
It's
Poppy's
fine this
looking a
game.
little low. What? Olaf
Like,
is opting not to fight her,
the
which is
wave
kind
is
of strange to me.
W's Poppy with the solo kill.
Poppy. coming in, pinning him against the wall.
Oh,
Leona
there's
coming
a
out with the
gank bot
fantastic
lane.
boost. Maokai coming in, pushed him away from the Jinx,
Amumu should
unfortunately.
be dead here. Oh no, he
Looks
gets
like
that.
they do not have. Oh,
Oh,
the Leona E.
Leona
Maokai
does
cleans
fall
it up.
here. Ashe can win this. She has Lethal Tempo fully stacked. And this is why this champion is so broken.
Maokai unfortunately
Her
got
Q
body
is coming off cooldown. Oh, bring us back to bottom.
Relax.
Ash,
Ash is
Ash
just
picks up 3
complete,
kills.
completely swept them up there.
This is why you do not let
Completely.
this champion through champ select.
That just shows that even if you ban his Kaisa, or he banned it, even if you banned this man out, you can he'll just pull out the Ash. This is why I did not like the Nico first pick. I would much rather have the Ash first pick. It's just better.
Yeah, I don't know why they opted out for the Nico first pick, but maybe Buck B is about to cook on this
He's
Nico
really cooking.
vehicle.
He's got the extra kill. Yeah, he's up. Uh-oh, Olaf
Oh,
in a bad position here. Poppy is level 6.
Olaf already wasted W. Oh,
He does have flash and ghost, so he should just walk out.
oh, what are you doing? Step Bro has found
Uh-oh,
Ziggs, and he's just
Zig
gonna blast
just
out.
bombs himself
Clean
out.
W jump.
That's a hard thing to do if you don't play Ziggs a lot.
Yeah, I definitely can't do that.
Ziggs, not Ziggs. Amumu just cleared wards, setting up for Dragon here. They have the mid prio. Nico is gonna be there first though. They're just gonna
Amumu
get
Q
collapsed on.
goes wild.
He is
Oh,
level 4 here.
lands. Hecarim.
The Ziggs ult. Ziggs getting collapsed on by the Nico. The
Nice
Ash
flash
arrow.
by the Ziggs.
Huge
Nico
Ash.
has no flash here.
Horrible, horrible C4 by the Ziggs, unfortunately.
Jesus Juice is on the hunt. No, no.
He's
Has,
ready. He's
oh,
prowling. He's gonna get caught here by the Leona E.
oh, Jesus Juice is not looking good. Hecarim has fallen.
There's too much CC for him to be able to do what he wants to do.
Ashe cannot move right now.
Ash is just getting perma CC knocked around by that Maokai Q.
Kind of
Jinx
sad that Maokai took that shutdown, but
Maokai got it. That is unfortunate. Olaf
Maokai
is
will
still level
carry.
5.
This is depressing. He's
Poppy
fine.
is level
He's
8.
3 levels down.
He is 3 levels down. 30 CS down.
Maybe
I
we're
don't.
wrong. Maybe the
Maybe
Poppy just destroys Olaf, I guess.
personally, wouldn't happen to me.
Well,
We see a pause coming out. Any reason for this? Not sure.
It's because Jesus Juice built
Top
Sheen.
lane experience packet loss. Stream OP. All right, a little bit of
Yeah.
that. That explains everything.
Honestly, it makes sense now.
It's just unfortunate to see this Olaf not understand how strong he is early game. If he understood how strong he was, he would know that if Poppy ever walked up to auto a minion, he just runs her down, and it's it's just not proven to be he just hasn't proven that he's confident on his champion. If he knew the extent of his champion, we would be seeing a completely different game right now. How does it feel to watch a Hecarim lose to a Maokai in jungle, though, Shroud?
Maokai is one of Hecarim's worst matchups.
Is it?
Yeah, but he could have salvaged this game if he didn't go tier Sheen.
This is true.
I hope he does not buy Lucidity Boots. I really hope he actually buys Merc Dreads. It hurts seeing a Hecarim lose, though. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm sure you're used to it.
Brother, I have a 77% win rate on my champion.
77 means that you lose sometimes.
We have an old ET member in the chat, though. We have Chonk in the chat.
Looks like they're about to start the game back up here. Dumu, I don't know if they're just setting up for Dragon here or if they're really looking for Dragon here, but I think Monkey should be able to get here in time. But Hecarim is on the other side of the map, so they're probably not going to be able to contest it at all. One of these days. One of these days. We'll get there. I promise. There's a game to play. It's a 1 sec.
Like you said, Gideon, even Chonk is confused how this Olaf is losing.
I'm not really sure. It's not a typical thing to see an Olaf lose to a Poppy, but it just shows. Like I said before, if you're not comfortable or confident on your champion, you don't know the extent of your champion, you're gonna lose favorable matchups to somebody who is more confident on their champion. He is vying for the Ravenous Hydra for Spy, which is the preferred build. At least he's not building Stridebreaker first, so at least he knows how to build. We know that.
True.
There's a positive to this.
But really, Ravenous into Poppy O's?
You always build Ravenous on him. It's the only way you wave clear.
What about like a cleaver rush on Olaf? Is that bad?
You don't. It's not necessary. You have true damage with your E. There's literally no point for it. If you get more out of having your
Oh,
E.
we're back.
We are back. It looks like New Moon here is just going to take this dragon from the map. Spectate is struggling right now. There we go.
It is not looking good for monkeys.
It is not. They are in a bit of a bind right now. New Moon's just gonna take this drag from them. Nothing they can do about it.
The Ash still has a lead though. Maybe
Ash,
she's enough to carry this
what's the
game.
gold looking like? So it looks like Ash is up about 600 gold.
Olaf is down about 800 gold.
That is how? That's insane.
Hecarim is down about 800 gold.
Unfortunate. Ziggs is also behind, with Nico picking up that kill early on. Looks like the Maokai might go bot. Looks like he's just hovering around. Leon is gonna reset. Oh, decided they don't like the fact that they are pushed up as much as they are. They are spotted. So it looks like their gank bot has ended shortly here. Jinx should be picking up level 6 here soon, along with Leona. Amumu is still level 4. So Leona has a chance here to really dominate this lane by hitting 6 and getting a good... Oh, Nico hits the E. She could kill him here. Oh, the C4 knocks her back. Unfortunate. She could have killed him there if she had flash ulted.
She has no mana.
Tragedy. Just tragedy. The woes of a mana champ. I only
Nico
play
is level 2 on the scoreboard right now, which means
Why is
she
she
is a minion.
She's a minion.
Oh, she had mana.
She had mana. She was just a
The
minion.
scoreboard was just
Minions
lying
don't
to
have
me.
mana. That's funny. Looks like Nimu's just gonna pick up the next objective, Herald here.
Hecarim
Uncontested.
is in a bush.
He's in a bush.
He is
But
off
Leon is
the
not level
build.
6. Hecarim is level 6. They could have, honestly, I think they should have tried for a dive here, personally. There's no reason to not. If you're gonna give up that Herald, you can at least try to get something bot lane.
I couldn't agree more.
Looks like Amumu has opted to... Oh, Fallen does not collapse on this Ashe, who was completely exposed there.
She does have cleanse up. Oh, Maokai is looking for the Herald play top
Maokai
side.
is slowly wandering his way with top lane.
He's just
Huge
going
gank.
to walk and drop Herald.
They're gonna drop Herald. Hecarim is gonna come top lane here.
Easy double kill if this Hecarim plays it right.
This should be.
Okay, he's going in.
He ults Poppy,
Nice
stacking that
engage by
Q.
Hecarim.
It's knocked up by the Poppy. Okay. We see a successful gank by the Hecarim.
Oh.
Maokai is opting to stick around. It looks like they're just going to end the engage off there. This Olaf is very low, but even a low Olaf is not a dead Olaf. Not in the slightest. Does this Maokai know that?
Well, this Olaf.
Doesn't look like it.
No.
He gets the flash off.
Maokai flash burned.
Completely disagree with that. No reason to dive Olaf. If he's low, he's never dead. There's no chance you ever kill him unless you have a guaranteed kill. Ziggs
Almost a solo kill by Ziggs. Nice Q.
Oh,
She's at
Maokai is
1
back to top lane.
Olaf is just beating his ass.
I don't know why this Olaf has decided to stay for so long when he should have backed, and now his back timer is completely off. Oh, the Jinx ult just barely missing. Just
Big
barely.
news is just him.
He's just
They can't hit him.
Proof that Coconut doesn't script.
What if Big News is scripting too?
He could be. Oh my god, now this I disagree with. He has decided to go Bork first item on Olaf. I don't think Bork is ever necessary on Olaf. I understand that they have Poppy and Maokai and Leona, and those are very big tanks. But your job isn't to kill the tanks. Your job is to run after this Jinx. Your job is to run after this Nico and make sure that these people aren't allowed to play the game. If you opt in for a Bork, that means that you're deciding that you want to fight these things, and you want to play front to back, and that's what you are going to do. And I just don't think that's where Olaf's strengths lie.
Isn't Black Cleaver 1,000 times better if you're going for a tank shot item?
If you're gonna go for a tank shot item, absolutely. If that's what you're gonna do, there's no reason to have Bork. You want attack speed on Olaf, yes, because of his W in power.
Poppy with the engage.
Poppy.
His Bork did a lot there.
Very much showing off the prowess of how good Bork.
Oh, Amumu with the engage onto the Ziggs arm.
Fallen is gonna die here. Picked up by the Hecarim. Hecarim is going to walk.
Jesus, Juice is 1v9.
This has been completely one-sided fight. Uh-oh. Never mind. I take it back.
What the fuck happened?
What happened? Moon has proven you can't, just because you killed our bot lane doesn't mean you've killed the rest of our team.
The Poppy did TP down, so Olaf's Bork is...
Olaf is just beating the brakes off these poor towers. And the last thing you want is an Olaf that just gets every plate and then constantly applies pressure in a side lane. This is what Olaf wants. This right here. Yes, you might have gotten a kill bot lane in that dragon fight, but this Olaf is slowly scaling more and more. It's going to become a menace in the late game with all this side lane pressure.
Gideon, what's your thought that they're still sending their bot lane?
There's not really any reason to at this point. I mean,
with Herald up in a minute 30.
I would rather them be mid. Absolutely. This is if you were coordinating this properly, then you would just swap mid and bot lane, because mid has TP. It's not up right now, but they still have it. Nico can easily get across the map faster than a Jinx can, and Jinx is far more important in a team fight. Getting that mid pressure also is so important.
Hecarim is on his reset right now, probably going to opt out for that Divine Sunder.
Why did he go Berserker Greaves on Olaf? This guy's... I'm sorry. Maybe this guy knows something I don't. In my eyes, he is just... Okay, uh-oh.
Wait, he's beating
W too late. And that just shows that...
wait, Hecarim cooks? Hecarim cooks here?
I think Hecarim loses this.
No, 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 no.
He's going in. He gets the poppy. Does he? Oh, Maokai has no mana. He gets the. Oh, we got something happening in bot
Oh,
lane here.
Ash?
Yeah, Mumu ult.
Ash is tickling.
Hecarim is just gonna. He
No,
opts to not chase him farther, even though the tower is gone. There
he's
was
a
no
little lost.
tower and there was no threat. We have vision. Yeah, I had vision on Nico mid. Maybe maybe he wanted those camps. Maybe he thought the camps were more important. Even
New
though the
Moon's ult are up bot, but
I am
they
just
are
gonna point this
opting
out.
to not look for a play.
Maokai had a 300 gold shutdown there, and he was very much dead if Hecarim kept chasing him. But it is what it is.
Happens, bro. It happens.
It really does. Hecarim is just going to be the main source of damage in this fight, in this game right now. He is so strong. He's opted for the Divine buy over anything else, which is
Which I really wish he didn't.
an interesting decision, to say the least. Olaf getting collapsed on again. Not much he can do. He flashes away, does hit the Q, but
Nico coming with
Nico
the
coming
flank.
from the side, coming from the river. He walks into the
All in
Nico.
Warrior has left the
All
game.
All has disconnected. And that will be Olaf down once again. This is what I was talking about. There is no reason for this Olaf to have Bork, and no reason for him to have Berserker Greaves. If he has this Merc Treads in this game, he's just better off. Even just better off in general, because there's so much damage coming out from Maokai and Nico, and you don't need Berserker Greaves. You don't need it. You have a steroid with your W. You have that true damage with your E, and it's just not necessary. If you have Ravenous Hydra here, you're clearing waves faster. You're healing just as much as you would, if not more, with the Omnivamp from Ravenous Hydra over the Borg. And you can 1v1 so much better with the Ravenous Hydra. Not only that, but getting that Jack Show second means that you're not gonna just die to these types of ganks. You can easily just ult, run away, and just escape faster and easier than you would with a Bork. But alas, Poppy has decided to go Bommy's Thornmail, which is exactly the reason you don't go Bork into a Poppy.
I just want to point out that this Hecarim is double the CS of Maokai right now.
This is very true, and yet he's still. What's the gold? What's the gold difference right now? Can we see that? He's still only 800 gold ahead, which is it's a lot, but it's not like an insane, unimaginable amount. Like
Yeah, it's off the Herald, the
yeah.
Dragons, and the plates that he got with the Herald, and the 5 assists.
Well, top lane is also DC'd. Olaf has DC'd. I mean, um, now I will say that even though the Olaf is behind, he's not that far behind. Only 800 gold behind. The Hecarim is making up for that difference. The Zig's almost even with the Nico, only about 400 gold, a little bit less. The Ashe is 1400 gold over the Jinx, looking very good bot lane for this for the monkey side. And Mumu just doing a Mumu things, crying on people. Really sad, man. Unfortunate.
His girl left him. It's okay.
Bro, that prop skin is tragic. I'm telling you.
Bro, you don't understand. When I saw it today, that was the first time I ever saw it. I was so disgusted by it.
Oh man, it's so sad.
Bro, it's just such an ugly skin, man.
You can't call a Mumu ugly. It's so bad. Mumu has said the Russians are stealing his packets, so it happens to the best of us, really.
The Russians are stealing his packets. So, guys, I sliced my pinky on a what?
It's okay, we
Are
gotta
we here?
entertain
Are we
ourselves
here to
somehow.
watch League of Legends, or are we here to watch a
A comedy show.
conversation?
No, it's a comedy show. I
Oh
thought
yeah,
I
it's
thought that's what we signed up for.
true. That is what League of Legends is.
It's really what it is. Oh gosh. They've decided they're gonna restart. Most likely, I think this top laner has restarted his computer. just to get that quick resets. That way they don't have to deal with all this packet loss they seem to be suffering from.
Gideon,
What
it's
do
your
you?
time to shine.
It
Hop
is.
on the Olaf's account.
Don't worry, guys. Step aside. I'll sell his items for him. Rebuild his. He did buy a Kindle gym.
So he's actually buying Black Cleaver, right? Or is that Gore
It,
Drinker?
it's either Black Cleaver or Gore Drinker, and if it's Gore Drinker, I might scream. I might scream.
What do you
I
mean?
might
We
scream.
saw that like rank 5 guy building Gore Drinker today.
Yeah, you know what else? He was ranked 5.
True. That is
He
a fair
knows how
point.
to play the game. He also went Gore Drinker. Wow, what did he go? He went Ravenous Gore Drinker, which is
Yeah,
just better.
Ravenous, Gore Drinker,
Into
Sterox,
Sterix, into Gargoyles.
Gargoyles, GA. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was. It's just a high survivability build. Like you just don't want to die with that build. Obviously, I just think he doesn't like Jack Show, and I agree. I think Jack Show is a hit or miss item. Some games it works, some games it doesn't. This game, I think it works. I think it works very well because their front line is going to be in your face. You're going to be in their face, but it looks like he's not opting to go the Jack Show route. What do you think monkeys have to do here to really solidify this game, Shroud, in their favor?
I think they need to start playing around Ash more.
I agree. She's up 1,400 gold right now. She's the strongest member on their team next to Hecarim.
They have never made a single play around Ash in like 10 minutes. I think that's the main problem. What are we gonna do to entertain everyone while this is happening?
You know, some people say that you have to entertain your guests, but I disagree. I say we let them sit there and boil.
Nah,
Let them wonder what the next few moments of this game is going to be like, because we're not going to be able to see it, obviously.
classic.
Classic,
Let's
the
do
classic.
the Loldo of the day. Guess today's
Oh, the
champion.
Lodel, that's a great one.
Yasuo. It's not a male. Okay.
A summoner has reconnected.
Kaisa. Wait, is it
The
back?
game started up. All game. It's happening.
Female human void being mana range Shurima void. It's down. Callista. No, wait,
Belveth.
it's not a ADC.
You fool, it's Belveth. It's not
No, it
Belveth.
just said it's not newer than 2018.
Oh, game has started back up here. It looks
Let me
like
check.
Nomun is going to decide to do the Herald while Hecarim is bot lane. He's actually resetting right now. If the game wasn't frozen. Don't worry, folks, we're getting there. This is a professional environment. We have everything covered. We've done this before, I promise.
True.
Small indie company, indie. All right.
No, really? Mana?
Nico is in a tough spot here. Ziggs could. Oh no, he walks out there just fine. Ziggs could have had his opportunity there. Opportunity to shine and really solidify his spot in this game here. It looks like everybody's just gonna farm this out. Poppy's mid. They're gonna drop Herald mid. Hecarim not rotating yet. Kind of sitting in pixel brush, not really doing a whole lot. Now he's coming. He has his bot lane there. They could easily. Nico was a minion the whole time. How the turns have
Nice
tabled.
pickup. The Ash
Nico
R
ults
went
here.
insane. Oh, the
Hecarim
Nico
eased the
ult
clone.
coming up.
It's just easily cleaned up, done
Huge
easily by
shutdown
Monkeys.
on Ash.
Monkeys is just cleaning this game up right now. Hecarim is just gonna. Oh, the Mumu flashbind missed. Hecarim predicts the Leona ult. Now they're going to set up for Dragon here. Ziggs is going to back here. Replenish his health and mana for this Dragon fight. And the game will freeze again.
Huge.
Huge. Absolutely gigantic.
Massive. Olaf is showing the power of Bork.
He is
proving
showing the
Gideon
power.
wrong.
You could do the same exact thing with
Nope.
Rabbit.
You actually can't though.
You know what? You're right. You don't attack as fast,
Exactly.
but you deal the same amount of damage. This is really big for Olaf, though. He needs that extra gold. Oh, Fallen in a bad spot here. Does get bound by the Mumu. Knocked
would've
around.
thought?
Would have thought. Fallen getting caught out. Never heard of it.
Never heard of this happen
Looks
once
like he.
before.
They have
Monkeys
prior right
have
now. Monkeys has
secured
prior.
this dragon unless
This dragon.
Malphite goes
Poppy
in.
is TPing behind the team.
Oh.
All he has to do is
Akram
ult.
finished, is it?
Hecarim does smite the dragon. Nico gets the knock up.
Ult in by the
Ult
Hecarim.
in.
Uh,
Hecarim trying to clean this fight up. Does not manage to get the kill on the Nico, unfortunately.
Olaf does not see his team, does not care about his team. All he sees is the wave.
This is the true Olaf angle. If there's a wave in the side lane, I'm there. If there's a team fight happening in the opposite side of the map, I'm not there. That's
True.
not where I'm at.
While the game is slowing down a bit. Gideon, what are female top laners?
What are female top laner? Fiora, Aurelia.
I already guessed those.
Oh well, I can't help you. That's as far as I've gotten. Kale, yeah, there you go. But she's old. She's old.
old.
Olaf might get collapsed here. He does know that they're there. They, looks like New Moon has decided to do Baron right in front of their faces. Hecarim, other side of the map right now. Amu was the only person next to this Baron. They're just going to have to give this Baron up. There's nothing that Monkeys can do here unless Amu magically steals this. He almost hit the bind and killed himself, but you know what? He didn't. Oh my god. Nico does hit the bind, hits the knockup. Easy kill on the Ashe. This is falling apart. This is falling apart for Monkeys right now. This is completely one-sided. Truly. Olaf has decided he's done with side laning. He's going to stand mid.
Huge. Olaf has found his team.
he just realized there are four other members on his
He
team.
has built a gore drinker.
Why? I can't understand this person. This Nico is in a horrible position. Does get the bind off from the Mumu. The Mumu gets rooted. Ziggs with the ult. Oh my god. Ziggs actually managed to get that kill with the Leandri's burn. This is very big. Very important that the goal went onto the Ziggs here.
Olaf is
The
going
Olaf
in.
flashed in, misses the Q, decides that he's going to continue to run after this Jinx. Does get the kill on the Jinx. This is also very good for the Olaf to get that. Poppy's still not dead. Lived for 5 years there. Ziggs does hit the C4 knockback on Fallen, but he's still alive there. They're going to just get this mid tower, keep pushing, I hope. They have opted to leave. I take it back. They didn't want to get those tier 2.
They can't. Nico has TP.
Oh, you're right. My bad. We all know how important Nico TP is in the grand scheme of things when you have a Hecarim with ult.
Brother man.
I believe in this Hecarim, okay? I don't know where your faith has completely fallen off.
Bro, he's sitting on a tier for 20 minutes of the game and hasn't bought Mana Immunity.
He's about to. Look at his items.
He's building Black Cleaver.
I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, man. Numen have decided to send their Nico bot lane. Which I do like. I'm glad that they finally decided to swap the roles around. At this point in the game, not a whole lot's going on. All the objectives are down. Olaf's back in top lane.
Ziggs
Shoving
has
it.
completed 2 items, getting closer to that
Ziggs
3
is
item power
very
score.
strong. He's strong right now. Nico was a ward. We got a fight going on here in the river, but nothing much happening. Poppy just ults the Olaf, who had ult,
Did
but
he just
used it.
R after he got
Yeah,
hit?
yeah, that's exactly correct. That's what I was about to say. He ulted in the middle of the air, uh, rather than ulting early. But you know what? He got what he came for, and that's the wave. Dragon's about to come back up. About a minute left in that timer there. I'm looking at a massive blob of pixels on my screen, but you know what? We can suss out what's happening.
That is a Ziggs.
That is Ziggs. That is astute. Ah, the quality's back. This is wonderful. You can see again.
Olaf has almost tied up the gold with
Olaf
Poppy.
has decided to team fight for once. This is incredible news. With his team fight build.
Oh, Nico
Oh,
could be picked off here.
Nico's in a bad spot, but she walks
Hakram
off
said,
free.
no, you can live.
Olaf in a bad
Okay.
spot now too.
Olaf is getting
Poppy.
picked off. He has no R.
The Momo ult coming in, huge Ziggs ult.
Hakram is in the back line.
He is cleaning it up. Nico lives with 1 HP. Olaf still alive. Doesn't have much. He still has his ult.
It's too
Ziggs can.
pixelated. I can't see if Ziggs has R or not.
He does not.
Oh, he
He
doesn't.
used it earlier. Ziggs can just poke these people out the whole rest of this fight if he wanted to, but I don't know if it's really worth it. Just give the dragon, go to a different lane. Give the dragon, go somewhere else, because you're just gonna get caught here if you don't play this properly. And they guarantee you have this dragon. There's no reason to be here. This has been a back and forth. I'm not gonna lie. Early game, Monkeys had this in the bag. You know, they are slowly losing their grasp on this game. Maokai is 4-1. This Maokai is a menace. This Nico is constantly getting big ults off, constantly just proving that Nico is just an overtuned character right now, and should not be in the game.
Very much so.
Olaf back in top lane. I like this. He knows where he knows where his home is.
He saw the team fighting didn't work. He's back to the top lane.
Maokai is there. He could get collapsed on if he's not careful. He's happened to him before. Okay, opting to just get blue buff. Mumu and Ashe walking up the top lane. They might collapse on this. He does not know. Gets hit by the Ashe ult. The Poppy once again ults the Olaf before he ults. Nico misses her ult completely. Olaf just gets completely shredded. This is 5 men against 1. This is not going well against for Monkeys right now. New Moon had completely just proved their dominance right there. This Olaf consistently cannot hit his ult button at the correct time. Tragedy. Just tragedy. They have completely lost control of this game at this point.
They ever have control of this game?
They had control of this game, and they lost it when the Hecarim he could steal it here. Uh-oh, the Nico stun.
Hakram
Fine.
going in for.
He's going in. Nope. Nope. Nope.
He postured it.
Posture. He thought about it. He decided, you know what? Maybe I don't. Which is fine, you know? He is still up a ton of CS. Look at this CS score.
He's building a Shojin. What's the point of his tier? What's the point of his tier? Is
Doesn't need it.
interesting.
Oh man, this has been a very strange showing from Monkeys. They have this Hecarim, they don't build it properly, and they have the Olaf, they don't build it properly. They have these tools right in their grasp, they have everything they need. They still don't do it right. And Olaf getting collapsed on ults early this time, finally, for the first time. Huge. This is a huge development for Olaf. decided to just let's just side lane, farm it up, you know, try to get at least a little bit of gold back. They're not behind that much. They're only behind a little over 2k gold. This is not, and this game's far from over. And if they can get these shutdowns on this Maokai, this Poppy, you know, they can easily lock down this Nico. Ash misses the ult.
Mumu
Mumu.
engaging.
Hecarim engaging. Besides, he doesn't want to engage anymore, even though it was just a Leona and a Maokai.
Interesting.
Leona is prowling. She's on the move. She's looking for a way to engage, looking for a way to make this game just that much easier. Deciding to tank the tower, not the best idea. They do have this. They have this Baron. Poppy just going in.
Nice snipe by Coconut.
Coconut just non-stop. Auto attack, auto attack. Hecarim engages on this Nico, finds her easily.
Her team
By
does not
herself.
look at.
Her team
There you go.
doesn't know that there's Eddie's there. Oh, that looked like it missed.
Did
I'm not gonna lie.
That did not hit.
That did not hit. Unfortunate for this poor Hecarim. He had it. He did get a shutdown there. Is it worth it, Shroud, to get that kill on Nico, even if you die there?
No.
Fair enough.
I mean, the dragon's up in 20 seconds and he's down for 40.
Oh God. It is soul point. Yep. This is not. This is not.
They're
going
doing
well.
this on purpose so they can get Elder.
Ziggs is in a horrible spot. The axe goes wide. Ziggs just gets caught, completely shredded. Nothing. There's nothing that monkeys can do in this position. They have
Can
no
we talk
Hecarim.
about that Ashe art?
We can. I don't know if you want to, but we can. This Nico is in a bad spot. Nope. No, she's not. Because once again, Olaf doesn't R.
It's okay. He's saving it for next game.
I don't know. He's been behind this whole game.
Oh,
level-wise.
Fallen goes
Fallen
in. by
goes in for the
himself.
1v2. Gets ulted by the Ashe. I think. Was that an
Oh,
Ashe ult?
goes back
No,
in.
it wasn't.
Maokai
Maokai.
tries to insect
Cleaning
them.
this up. There's no way he lived for that long. That is amazing.
Nice try by the Maokai.
know what?
Trying to insect
Fallen-
the enemy team.
Fallen saw something that we didn't see. And that's important. You know, he secured 2 kills and the game, it looks like. I think that should just be it. Nico
Oh,
going in for the flash
Nico
ult.
flash art onto one person.
Oh my
Go-
god.
oh,
Hecarim?
Poppy ults Hecarim back into his fountain.
Olaf is just on this Leona, constantly smacking him. If only he had a decent build. Oh man, if you're gonna vie for this front to back gameplay, it's just not worth it to go Bork ever. It's just not. There's no reason to have it. Looks like they decided they didn't want to end the game yet, and that's honestly respectable because they were super low after that fight. They did get one of the Nexus towers, almost the second one. Poppy is beating this poor Scuttle up. Man, this game went from back and forth to just completely one-sided.
I'm speechless.
What do you think about this Ashe build? Do you think a Pork would have been better instead of Huracan third?
I'm questioning why she doesn't have LBR.
That also could have been a better buy than Huracan third. But she is
Maybe
building LDR right now.
She's a
probably not gonna get it.
utility champion this game. It's fine.
Yes, I agree. The champion that has the biggest gold lead in your team is a utility champion. Olaf walking into a Nico, doesn't know he's there. They have no vision. He does ult to get himself out. to
Amumu
safety.
engages.
Amumu engages. Nobody's around to help him. That is an unfortunate death for them.
Hecarim is going in.
Hecarim going in, engaging on the Maokai instead of anyone else. Getting knocked up by the Nico. And that's it. That should be game right there.
Bury Donut Gets solo killed by
Gets
Fallen.
solo killed by Fallen. Poppy is gonna opt to tank the tower. They're just gonna end the game off that. There's nothing that this Olaf can do.
Olaf cooks here.
He cooks here. He's going in. He's going in. Oh,
Yeah.
that's game. That's the first game going to literally monkey gold. Monkey's gold.
No, no,
Oh, wait,
no. That
no,
went to
no, it's
New
not.
Moon, bro.
I'm the one who's too tired to cast right now because I've been up for a very long time. It's going to New Moon. I apologize.
It is all good. It was a bang.
1-0 to the scoreboard.
Yep, New Moon catch up. First win with some questionable things done by both teams, but looks like nevertheless a good game overall. We're seeing a 35k damage on Ziggs doing a lot of work.
The
Versus
Ziggs,
Jesus. Yep.
the Ziggs was their saving grace. It really was.
And
He was the one pumping those numbers up.
to be fair, Downfall did a quite good number of damage here, 24k. And Buckby also had a pretty good mid to late game performance, 28.7k damage.
There is
Good
there is
numbers.
really no world where an Olaf should be behind in damage on a Poppy. That is such a strange thing to see.
Yeah, I all I know is we're gonna talk a lot about this in the week, but what Big News did here, it can be considered a crime, so I will be calling 911 after this game.
Yeah, that.
Somebody get some crime scene investigators on this because this man committed a murder on Olaf's. Olaf mains around are crying right now.
Oh yeah. But we'll be on a short break, so go get some water, rest a little bit because we're gonna go for a lobby and wait until we're ready for game 2. Thanks again, everyone. We'll be right back. Hello everyone. Oops, wrong one, wrong scene. Okay, so we're back. The teams are getting ready for game two draft. Currently one new to ET New Moon, and we have side changes. So I'm gonna be updating the stream here in a second. The Litra monkeys are gonna be on the blue side this game, and um, New Moon's gonna be on the red side. So just give me a few minutes. I'll be updating here, but you guys can go on with the show. Like, what changes do you guys expect to be after seeing this game one?
I want to make sure that Olaf doesn't get picked. That would be the first thing that I want to see.
Also, Heckram. Never lock in Heckram.
There's no reason to have that Heckram in that game. Shroud
No.
was talking about this just a second ago. The Heckram is such a bad pick into Maokai that it's just not necessary. You just no reason to go it. I would love to see this this top laner pick something much more comfortable, much more his speed. You know, he plays Ornn. Why not pick Ornn in that game? You have the Ashe, you have the Hecarim. You can solidify your late game pressure with that Ornn items. It's much better in the long run. He also plays Cassante. Also plays, you know,
Cassante got done.
Cassante did get banned. You're right. I'm. I don't need your sass, man.
But yeah, I would like to see a whole draft change, and I would like to see a whole gameplay wise pathing change of actually playing around your bot lane that you get ahead. That's my main problem. They
Getting
never
that,
played around Ashe.
they got that early game. They got like 3 kills early game for the Ashe. Ashe never saw any support from their jungler, any support from their mid laner. Um, they all just kind of played their own game for that game, and it's unfortunate. You know, they could have had so much more pressure with this Ashe, so much more damage with this Ashe, so much more ability to get rid of this Poppy and get rid of this Maokai, and there was just none of it because Ashe didn't have enough gold by the end of the game to really get the tank shred items that she needed.
Yeah, and she started with a triple kill. So I mean,
She did.
I think the Ashe is fine. I think they're probably gonna try to take it again because who
No, I
was it?
would hope they take it
The
again.
Ashe pick was good. It was a good pick, and he
Amazing
played it
pick.
well.
He
Yeah,
played it very well. If I'm not remembering wrong, that was a 3v2 that Ash got a
yeah,
triple
Yes.
kill
it
in.
was.
Yep.
That wasn't a Hecarim gank.
No.
Hecarim literally, the only thing he did around bot was sit around that bush that one time. Then he reset.
Oh yeah, he did do that. He came back. He came bot one time.
And the one thing, oh, there's one little modification here that I forgot to mention. Uh, from the side of ET New Moon, Fallen is coming out, and Berry's due coming in the support role. So there's that update from the side of New Moon for game two.
All right, we're getting a new champ pool, a new player, completely different style of play. Very curious to see how he, you know, pairs up with Coconut versus Fallen.
Yep, I'm gonna share his OP with you guys so you can take a quick snap on him as we're still waiting for the confirmation that draft's going to start.
70% win rate on Zyro in 37 games. Jeez.
Interested to see if he does lock in Zyra.
He also plays Nami very well too.
Alright, so it looks like they're getting ready, so we should be starting draft really soon.
Instant Zyra ban. They didn't even let it happen.
They didn't even think about it. There was no reason to. Get it out of the way.
Viego banned again.
You know, I like that. And getting rid of this jungler, getting him off the 2 characters he's best at, it's just a no-brainer, especially with Kindred being as strong as she is in the meta right now.
Now my question is, are they gonna go Kindred and Salas as well? or they're gonna change maybe the styles for something else. That would be my interest as we see the
Monkey,
Maokai ban.
yeah, Monkey opting for the Maokai ban here. But a very interesting decision rather than taking it for yourself.
I would just first pick Maokai here.
Yeah.
Wait, this could be a potential uh Kaisa angle this game.
Kaisa gets left open by New Moon. It could be. Opting for the
Night.
Nico ban.
Okay.
Personally, I don't think the Nico was a big problem last game. I think she just managed
New
to.
Moon does disrespect the fact that there could be a Kaisa in this game.
They didn't. They gave the first
And
pick.
they
They
first picked
decided for Seraphine.
Seraph, interesting. I mean, I
I'm I'm not against this because Seraphine's a very good champion. She has that utility, she has that healing, that shielding, she has the lockdown with her ultimate. It, she has so many tools that a lot of champions, struggle against. Um, but the
Mhm.
issue is, New Mood could just opt for that Olaf pick. They could just opt to take the Jarvan. That's even better,
yeah,
you know?
you seal her fate. I mean, she's a 3 flags away, but yeah, G4 just gonna steal her. Like, if she doesn't have flash, she should die.
Doesn't have flash, he just gets stuck in his Cataclysm.
I'm more interested to see what they're gonna pair. Oh, and they take the Kaisa.
New Moon taking the Kaisa.
Huge.
This is why you this would probably they left it up for that coin flip. They realized they didn't first pick it. They realized they could easily just take it. This is huge for New Moon. Curious to see how Monkey's responds to this Kaisa J4 pick. Their New Moon's already off to a huge start with this draft.
Yeah, and
Kane.
Kane,
oh, interesting.
I think Kane's a good pick in the
Oh,
Jarvan though.
and I forgot. Jesus Juice is a Kane, kind of also Kane one trick. He has played 3 times Kane in this league, and I believe we watched the podcast. I believe it was from last week on Wednesday. He pretty much turned a game that was full lost into a win. It was like a banger of a game, like almost 50-minute game. So his
Okay,
Kane is definitely good.
all
So
right.
keep an eye out for it.
This is promising then. Maybe he pops off. Maybe 1v9s this game. This is
And
very
the
big. But
Poppy
they
again.
opt for the Poppy again, and that might seal the fate for this Kane. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. They do have the Nihilus on Monkey's side. This might be a Seraphine ADC. Could be. Not a big fan of Seraphine ADC personally. I think that it lacks that damage that every ADC has right now. But they could opt for the Tristana mid, maybe. You know, Tristana mid really strong right now.
Yeah, and I also think this Nautilus is probably trying to take it off from Bergishaw just to remove that strong bot lane. That's also a classic Kai'Sa Nautilus, so easy to execute. So that's what I'm also inclined to believe,
I'd
because
I'd be really happy if New Moon went Braum here. I'm not gonna lie. I think Braum was a huge pick for this Kai'Sa.
They're gonna pick Thresh.
It's not falling. What do you mean?
Oh, it's not fallen?
No.
Oh yeah.
Victor and Silas Ben, and now we see Swain, and we got 10 seconds here for the next Ben, Ari.
Ari, I don't know about that
Interesting.
ban. I don't think that's necessary ban.
RJ4 is very scary.
If it's played properly, yes. We've seen how this last game went. I don't know. I don't know if that's what you should be worried about. The
Blitzcrank.
Blitzcrank? I don't know about the Blitzcrank play. That one's strange to me. I definitely think Braum is just all around a substantially better character over Blitzcrank. But
Yeah,
you want to lock down this Seraphine. You want to make. She has no escape tools. If she's in a bad spot, it's Blitzcrank. She's done for.
especially
She's
if she's
out of
bot,
position.
right? If she's
Yeah.
bot, the bronze value is it increased so much.
This is. I had
Ooh,
Darius.
spicy.
I like the gusto, to pick Darius, but I think Darius is a horrible pick right now. They have a Jarvan, they have a Poppy, and they have a Blitzcrank. I don't. There's not much you can do with Darius when you're getting juggled around permanently. Knocked up, knocked into a wall, pulled back, knocked up again. The whole time Kai'Sa's killing you. Um, it's just not worth it, in my opinion, to go Darius. They
And
opt
the
for the
Vel
Vel'Koz. Vel'Koz a mid. It's my guess.
those are very
Hopefully.
interesting picks, not gonna lie. We don't see
Hey,
Vel'Koz and theirs that often.
I will say this: Darius was picked in pro play. I think yesterday, or the day before that. So
I mean,
hey,
was it Broken Blade?
I don't remember who it was,
Oh, because Broken Blade
but
is known for that.
Corki. I like that. Corki's such a good answer to all this, frontline hard engage with the Darius and the Kane and the Nautilus. He can easily get out. He can easily just push these people around and do so much damage in the process.
Yeah, he's gonna be like poking you from far away,
Hmm.
just staying safe, taking and let J4 and Poppy take care of the front line. That's really really interesting, and they have really good scaling from with Corki, so they have like your late game insurance. So n- not bad. I kind of like. I don't like the Blitz, but I kind of like the draft overall. So I think there's a world where you know New Moon can take this win. It's really gonna depend on how I think the stop lane is gonna work because popping Darius, as long as Darius doesn't get fed, I imagine to be also a big deal. And obviously, make sure Kane doesn't get fed because he's a pain in the ass. What are your thoughts on this draft and these picks, Shroud? What do you see on this?
Um, I said this yesterday. I didn't believe in the Urgot, but it worked. So, you know, maybe this guy can make Vel'Koz work, but I don't know why he locked in Vel'Koz after seeing Poppy, J4, and Blitzcrank, and a mobile mage with. They have no damage on the side of monkeys. Like, literally none. This Poppy's never dying. This J4's never dying.
Hey, according to X, all he has to do is stack his passive, and he's the strongest character in the game. Just like Aurelia.
True. Um, I like ETNM's draft, except, like Gideon was saying, I would rather have a Braum or an Alistar here. More specifically, an Alistar would be really nice here. And I don't agree with the Corki, but if they make it work, they make it
Really?
work.
Why
I
not?
think,
What's the issue with Corki? They have so much, hard engage.
yes, look at the comp identity. They don't want a mid laner that needs 15 minutes to come online. They're
That is
playing
fair.
Blitzcrank J4. They want to be roaming around mid as fast as possible, and Corki offers them nothing. A Lissandra pick would be so insane here.
That is a fair point. I can't understand why the Seraphine ADC was picked. It's just
Yeah, I'm
there's
very
so many
disappointed.
better picks.
I'm so disappointed that they did not lock in Kaisa.
Even if they didn't want to lock in Kai'Sa, Ashe is still up, Tristana's still up. These huge damage champions that lock people down. But alas, it is it's what they picked, and it's what we're
It's what
given to
we're gonna
watch.
watch.
What we're gonna watch.
It's what we have for today.
Ah,
But yeah,
I
Interesting games to say the least.
this is just judging from draft alone, New Moon's got this in the bag. So this is
No,
guaranteed New Moon,
100%. No,
guaranteed.
100%. Unless
well,
they play it
let's
wrong.
let's see if they can execute, right? The execution. We saw like going like both ways, both teams making mistakes
This
in
is
the
true.
last game, but hopefully we're gonna do like a little bit better in this department for this game.
If Seraphine gets fed, maybe, maybe,
Maybe.
maybe. If Kane 1v9s, maybe. Maybe he goes blue Kane here, Maybe he goes crazy, get
If
CC'd to death.
Vel'Koz hits full build, maybe.
If he hits 6 items with a pot, maybe.
All right, so we are waiting for spec delay now. So we're gonna go into a quick break, get some water, get some drinks, and sit back and relax as we're gonna come back to watch game two of this series. Hopefully, the last game of tonight, so we can actually get that 2-0. That's gonna be really, really important for New Moon to qualify for playoffs or at least get close to that qualification. This is a really important match for New Moon, and this is currently top seed 3 of the Arcane group. So sit tight, we'll be right back and gonna have some fun tonight.
Welcome everybody here on the Rift. It looks like we are New Moon's just going in. They're just gonna invade right off the bat.
Opting out for the invade.
Kane did not spot them. He is standing right there. If this Blitzcrank just flash hooks, nope, they're just going in for this for this bush. Nautilus sees him. He
Oh.
flash, hits the hook. Oh
That's-
no! Blitzcrank. Proving why Blitzcrank is something you need to respect at level 1. That is unfortunate. Who'd the kill go to? Oh, Kaisa?
Kaisa.
That's huge. Huge for New Moon. Huge.
Minions have spawned.
That's such an important character to get that gold on. I will say, very strange. Darius has opted in for the Ghost Lethal Tempo build. Ghost, pretty typical thing you build on Darius. Not Lethal Tempo. Not Lethal Tempo.
It's okay. When
Especially
he stacks his passive, he's the strongest champion in the game.
when he stacks his passive and then auto attacks one time to put his passive on somebody else. Yeah, you're right. Kane opting to start blues. Get that early game bot lane gank. Is it better to just, because surfing's such a safe lane bot lane, isn't it just better to start Raptors, get red, go top?
Nope.
Input dread. What would I do without you? Kane opting in for the level 2 gank. Blitzcrank completely whips his hook. Sorry, not Kane.
Nautilus
J4.
doesn't have flash, and that's
Doesn't have
another
flash.
kill to fix.
That is another kill to Kaisa. That is not what you want to see. You do not want this Kaisa to be that strong. You do not want this Kaisa to have 2 kills in 2 minutes. Man, this is going to be a rough game for Monkeys already.
Insane CSing by Vel'Koz.
He's just, pressing W like the best of them. Corky gonna mess with this
Oh.
Kane. Kane just doesn't really
Wait.
care apparently.
Wait.
Oh. Durbin's here. Save the day. Didn't really need to.
Darius is going. No.
Darius is going. No, he's not.
Oh.
He's going home. That's where he's going.
Interesting plays by the king.
Yeah,
100%.
100%. There's no reason J4 needs kills. Not at this point in the game. Not really ever. He's just
Nautilus
there to
is
be a
still
menace.
level 1.
He's just at level 2.
Okay.
I'll have you know.
Huge.
While Blitzcrank and
Oh.
Kaisa are both level 3. Oh!
The
Jarvan
Darius
is
lethal
here.
tempo.
He is here. Jarvan misses the flag and drag. Darius, keep farming. Somehow this Vel'Koz is out farming at Corky. That's actually probably a common thing now that I think about it. The moment I said that, I realized that would make sense.
Oh,
Oh
the poke.
wow, the geometry.
This guy is insane.
He knows his shapes. Darius' wave state.
Oh.
He opts to just go in for the E pull. I would just focus on this wave. This wave's way too big.
Nah, he kills
He-
here.
He gets the 5th hit on. He has flash.
Oh!
Gets the, oh
He
my
wins
god,
this. He wins
he
this.
should get a second kill here. This should just be
The
an
lethal
easy
tempo?
1v2. He doesn't have the mana for it. Jarvan might have killed himself here, but it looks like he's just gonna die to minion damage. Unfortunate. Outplayed. This Jarvan, a truly showing why Jarvan beats Darius? Question mark. Question mark.
What are you trying to say, man?
I don't think Darius should have lost that. I'm not gonna lie to you, but you know what?
Yeah,
He
takes 2 full minion waves. You know what? Back to the most important gameplay. This
Corky
Vel'Koz.
versus Vel'Koz. Vel'Koz has no mana.
Blitzcrank. Go.
Okay.
Oh.
The
Why did
ball is
he-
on this Seraphine.
Yeah, wait, why didn't Blitzcrank just... Oh, Kane is waiting.
Oh,
Jesus
Kane.
Juice is on the flank.
He's here. He's
Oh.
ready. Nautilus baiting the hook. Kane
Kaisa,
just
one
letting
shot,
his...
Nautilus.
Yeah, Nautilus is just dead.
Oh,
Kane
Kane with the
Flashes
flash.
in. He has... Oh, he gets the auto attack off. Double knockout. It looks like Blitzcrank should live here. Kane going a little too deep, getting a little... He
Oh,
did... He
double
gets
kill.
the kill! Blitzcrank getting far too... there's no reason for him to be there. He should have just walked away. There he is.
Darius.
Poppy just walking into the Darius queue. Very strange decision.
He's proving why lethal tempo is the move.
Yes, with his Q. Rather than conquer. Better. You know what? It's fine. Is Jarvan doing dragon? I think he's doing
Are you
dragon.
not on the Hail of Blades tech yet?
Oh, you're so right. Oh my
Oh,
god. Poppy getting
lethal
hit by the E.
tempo.
She's gonna die to the passive. Nope. She
No,
doesn't. She heals up with her potion. Heals up.
lethal tempo diff.
Lethal tempo dip. Unironically, would have killed him with Conquer. Unironically. Jarvan just gets that free dragon. I don't know why this Poppy's still here.
Oh,
Just
just press R.
he doesn't have any way to get next to her.
She has no
Oh,
way
you're
to
right.
get away.
You
Why
have no mana.
did you reset?
You know, he's given her the chance to keep playing the game. They don't want it to FF too early, you know?
Sure. That was an ego play.
That was an ego play. You notice where he backed right there? He backed right in front of her. That's right. That's asserting his dominance. He said,
Oh,
I could kill
You're
you anytime
making
I
a
want."
play on this.
Well, look at the plays. What's that? Corky can just E away? That's crazy. Who would have guessed? Oh man, there's no reason for this Nautilus to be here. You should just be bot. You should just be clearing wards, setting up for any amount of ganks against this Kaisa to get this to prevent her from ever getting any more CS. She is so ahead of the Seraphine, and this Seraphine is opted in for the Dark Seal, which I don't think that's the play. But you know what? She's got two
Oh,
stacks on it.
Blitzcrank going in.
Blitzcrank
Oh,
going in doesn't hook for some reason, even though he had the freest hook there. At least could have got her flash.
he asserted his dominance.
He asserted his dominance by W walking at them.
Oh, he's looking.
Is this it? Is this it? Ooh, whiffs the hook. Kane is here just in case. Looks like there's just gonna be a casual reset for the Kane. Kaisad, doing her thing, clearing waves. Jarvan is bot lane, clearing his blue camp right now. Could be a bot lane gank. Seraphine is level 6.
Valkaz with the knockup.
Huge. He was level 6 there. I feel like he could have killed him, personally, if, he did enough damage off it. I don't know why he's not fighting her.
Oh,
She's in his wave. Oh my god. The Blitzcrank coming in with the hook. Jarvan, Cataclysm on top of the
Kai'Sa's
Nautilus.
not
There's
level
nothing
6
you
yet.
can do.
It was a free double.
Free
She's level
double if
6.
she was level 6, yeah. For some reason, the Seraphine has opted to stick around. Jarvan looking for the dive, decides, you know what? Not really worth my time. I said I was going to back anyway. Might as well just leave while I can.
Valkaz has taken full control of mid lane.
Completely dominating this poor Corki, even though he's a kill up. What's the gold difference right now?
Wait.
Oh my god! Vel'Koz going crazy against his Jarvan, gets the shutdown.
The lethal tempo.
What am I watching?
Wait.
Solo kill! Poppy outplaying the Darius with the tower as backup.
That was a
honestly,
2v1.
That was a 2v1. That was a 2v1. Tower ganks the Darius. Happens to the best of us, really. I'm not gonna lie to you. But yeah, it's looking like the Corki's behind by 300 gold right now. That's, not the best thing you want to see as a Corki. I saw only ahead by 400 gold. That's not too bad. That's not too bad at all. Darius, even though he just died there, Poppy just barely got ahead of him right now. And Kane casually sitting at a comfortable 300 plus gold lead against the Jarvan. Jarvan only has 49 CS right now. He is opting for more of a gank-oriented playstyle. That's a nice way of putting it, I guess. Basically saying he doesn't clear his camps at all.
Why would he clear the camps? He has no reason to.
Why would you clear the camps when you could get a kill?
Exactly. He's 3-1-3. He's doing something, right?
Now, I will say, Poppy has a full Iceborne right now. That's a scary Poppy. I'm not gonna lie to you. Poppy with an Iceborne, that does damage. Now, a lot of people
Darius
don't
with the
respect
lethal
it.
tempo. Does more damage.
I don't think so. But if you're taking extended trades against the Darius, you're playing the lane completely wrong. You get that E stun, you get that W or that Q damage off, or you get the Q off, run away with W, you know, whatever you need to do to get that chip damage off. That's the correct way to play. Where does Corki get? Oh, he has package now. Huge. Literally just about to ask when he gets package. Kane,
They're all
bot lane,
sitting in a bush.
setting up for.
Oh,
Oh,
double
Seraphine gets
R.
hooked there.
Oh,
Does land both the ults. Oh, Blitzcrank ults
package
out.
in.
Package coming in. Nautilus ult. Corki flashes away. Not much is going to be picked up from either sides, both bot lane and mid lane. Looks like New Moon's setting up for Dragon, and they just trying to straight up start it. That's very bold of New Moon to just straight up start Dragon when they have no prio mid. Blitzcrank
with
gets
the
the hook
hook.
on Nautilus. Nautilus is just dead here. There's not much he can do. Oh, the Darius coming in with the mogul moves completely gets destroyed by the Cataclysm.
This
Proving that
Vel'Koz is 1v9.
Vel'Koz, OP. You had no faith in the Vel'Koz, how dare you. Kane, standing still, not moving a whole lot. Getting knocked around by Poppy. Unfortunate, truly. He actually opted for the Gore Drinker. I don't think that's necessarily the pick, but you know, it's not bad, you know. You have the Red Cane, you have all that healing from Red Cane, but would you rather see like a lethality item on this Cane Shroud, or would you like the Gore Drinker? What do you think?
In this game, I would rather see Gore Drinker.
All right.
Because there's gonna be a Blitzcrank, a Jarvan, and a Poppy in his face.
He's
It's a
gonna
lot
be
of healing.
all up inside of that front line.
Why did you have to say it like that?
Why'd you have to take it like that? Jarvan, slapping that Herald down mid lane. Just gonna go straight
Vel'Koz
to
has
Drake.
completed Leandri's. He is a champion.
Huge. Look, Shroud, there's a completed Monomune right there.
Yeah, I wish there was off again.
Seraphine is sitting pretty right now with 7 stacks on her Dark Seal, proving that the boldness, it worked out. You know, it might have been, you know, a coin flip purchase, but you know what, you made it work. Darius is applying a lot of pressure to this Poppy right now, but Poppy really doesn't care. There's not much that Poppy really is going to do to Darius. So her job is really just to lane, wait for a team fight, mess people up. I'm not. This Poppy is way better. Unironic. Yes. Oh, absolutely. That's why I just said he's better. Unironically, Darius should
Blitzcrank
not
going
be
in.
behind. Blitzcrank
Oh,
gets the flash
Seraphine
out of
forced
Seraphine.
the flash. Oh, the
Darius
lethal tempo.
gets the lethal tempo coming in clutch right now. Look at that lethal tempo damage. Taking 2 tower shots, 3 tower
Three
shots.
power shots.
I don't think that was worth it.
I think the tower has done more damage to Darius than Poppy this game.
Can we get a statistic on this tower's damage, please? I'd really like to know. Specifically,
Yeah,
specifically
just
top
that
lane
one.
tower. Uh-oh, Poppy
He's
might be in
going
a
in
bad
at 1
spot here.
HP.
He gets the
Oh.
heal off. Poppy is just going to curve stomp him right here. There's nothing.
No.
He gets the heal
Lethal
off.
tempo.
Lethal tempo.
Wait, what's
We get a
happening?
huge fight happening bot lane. Jarvan hits the Cataclysm, kills the Seraphine. Not good for the Seraphine, losing all those Dark Seal
Darius
stats.
did pick up the
Darius
Poppy kill.
did manage to kill the Poppy. That is.
And you were doubting him.
I doubted the lethal tempo. Oh my god, the hook from the Blitzcrank coming in. Huge. Replay tech. Look at this replay, guys. Wow. I'm really curious, how did this Poppy die?
Just the bleed.
He just died to bleed. He just died to bleed. No, he just straight up died to bleed. There's nothing he had to do to it. Nice, wonderful. Uh,
You
looks
got
like
this lethal tempo. Oh
looks
damn!
like New Moon did. Nope, Lethal Tempo doesn't proc on towers. If it did, that'd
I
be
know.
hilarious. That'd
I
be
wish.
hilarious. Blitzcrank forced to flash. Vel'Koz almost killed him. Nobody's collapsing on this Vel'Koz. He's in the worst position right now, and they just don't care.
He won that. What do you mean?
Yeah, you're right. He asserted his dominance, showed that he's the man. This Corki is huge right now, 4-0, almost a fully stacked Mana Monet. This is a late game carry with insane early game, lead. This is not this is not good for Monkey's side at all. Like, yes, you get the kill on the Poppy. What does that do for you in the long run? What does it do for you when you get a
He
kill on a
asserted
Poppy?
his dominance and
He
showed that
asserted his
lethal
dominance.
tempo is the meta.
Now, I'm really curious. I know that a lot of people like building Strikebreaker on Darius, but is Strikebreaker really the play when you already have lethal tempo? When you already have
Oh,
he's just going in. No respect for this jungler whatsoever. Jarvan is there, gets knocked into the wall. He
flash.
flashes in. There's not much he can do. He does no damage to this Poppy whatsoever, or this Jarvan. They're too tanky. There's nothing he could have done there except for, not fight the Poppy.
He got this. Don't worry.
Nomu's just gonna clean this up, grab the Herald, probably drop it top if they were smart about this.
Poor
Get this
Vel'Koz
side lane
though.
fresh. Poor Vel'Koz.
Vel'Koz is trying
He's
his
decided to
hardest.
TP top lane. I don't know about
Oh.
that you know
It
Herald
worked.
placement, but you know what?
Yeah.
Kane coming in,
Kane?
misses the W. No, Jarvan just leave for free. They get the push on with the Herald. Unfortunate that they couldn't get more out of it, but Monkeys was ready to answer using that.
I'm interested how the
Vel'Koz
Kai'Sa that's been ahead from the start of the game is
is behind.
30 CS now.
Yeah. Well, happens to the best. Seraphine is such a safe champ that if she's even ahead slightly, or if you leave lane slightly, that she's just gonna constantly rack up those numbers without you being there. So she goes to a dragon fight, Seraphine stays bot.
That's the best quirky skin in the game.
I don't know. Red Baron looks pretty hot. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Bro, did you see that back animation?
Corki coming
Oh,
with the package just straight onto the Darius. Darius can do nothing against this. This is what I was talking about. There's nothing this Darius can do against this Corki unless he gets on top of him.
Oh,
Nautilus hooks the
pick.
Blitzcrank in.
Seraphine, double
Kane
R.
coming into the back line gets double knockup. Oh, this
IQ
Kai'Sa
of a
just
coconut is
dead.
showing his true IQ.
He ults in.
Oh,
How about ulting into the Kane there? Looks like this is just falling apart for New Moon right now. Poppy
Vel'Koz
gets
is
the
him.
stun in. Cataclysm on top of the Vel'Koz.
Seraphine is doing
They might Seraphine doing her
Q to the
Seraphine thing.
floor.
Triple kill on the Poppy. She pushes her back. For some reason, she doesn't move anywhere. That was strange. She flashes the quadra kill on the Poppy. That was looking horrible for New Moon, and then Poppy showed up and stole the show. Poppy showed up, proved why you don't give this man Poppy. He's too confident in this champion. He's too good at this champion. Darius is here. He's ready. He's coming. Blitzcrank is also here, though. He misses the E, gets knocked out by the Blitzcrank. Corki's here to clean it up. Darius showing why you don't pick Darius in pro play. Unless you're a pro player. It was way too late.
Oh, that's what Darius was doing. I totally understand him. He's trying to get the penta.
It was, yes.
Now it makes sense.
A big fan of that type of sportsmanship, as you know.
As you know.
I don't know where I was going.
Oh, okay. Oh, Blitzcrank going for the.
Blitzcrank going in.
Oh,
Asserting
no.
his dominance.
He just wanted to run by them real quick.
He said, "Look at my big ball," and I'm walking on. Nautilus might be in a bad spot here. Oh, Corki misses his ult. Gonna leave. No reason to chase this.
Seraphine tickles Corky.
Seraphine doing optimal damage right now. Still has the Dark Seal. No stacks on it anymore.
Vel'Koz
Unfortunate.
has kept his stacks this whole game.
Vel'Koz has not died after his first initial death. Now, I will say, this Kai'Sa is so big right now. She has 2 items. 2 items versus this Seraphine's 1, even though she's behind 30 CS. Darius could be in a bad spot here. Gets knocked out by the flag and
Lethal
drag.
tempo.
Lethal tempo. Cataclysm coming in. Poppy just gotta push him into the wall eventually. She'll get to it. No. They just straight up killed him. There's the whole team coming though.
Okay.
Oh, the
engage.
Blitzcrank
The
hook.
shutdown. That's a
The
Nautilus.
Blitzcrank hook pulled him out of the flag and drag.
That's a Nautilus.
Oh, you're right. What are you talking about? Oh, you're right. Drake is on the other team. Whatever, who cares? We're the same champion. Let's go. Poppy knocking out the 2 players out of the Baron pit. They're still doing Baron.
No, they cannot take Baron anymore.
They cannot take Baron anymore. They should get out of there.
Why did
Vel'Koz
with the instant burst. Seraphine 3-man R. Vel'Koz R is a little short. IQ of a coconut falls.
Unfortunate. Misses the cane though. Poppy will fall here. Nothing much she can do.
1,000 gold to the Vel'Koz.
Huge. We all know how important that money is on Vel'Koz.
Oh
my god, the flash from the Jarvan. Huge plays. Corki, there's nothing much he can do by himself. If he doesn't have
the lethal tempo.
The lethal tempo?
I'm surprised we didn't see a Berserker Greaves by him today.
That's what I'm saying. He didn't go the Berserker Greaves, didn't go Bork. I don't know, man. I feel like he's missing out on an opportunity here. I'm really just curious about this Jarvan flash.
Me too.
Also, it's so unfortunate. That whole Baron situation, Blitzcrank hooked the Kayn into his Kai'Sa, completely giving the Kayn the perfect in. Just unfortunate, truly.
And with that, New Moon is only up 1k gold.
New Moon losing their lead. Jarvan still pretty strong, even with that lead being gone. But Kayn is just slowly ramping up. Kayn is an unstoppable machine once he gets to 6 and plus kills, and he's at that 6 kill threshold. Poppy could be in a bad spot. Shut up. Who isn't Diamond right now? You idiot. That's right. Anyways,
Kai'Sa with damage.
Oh, Blitzcrank whiffing the Q.
Did Darius need to first ghost him?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
I just wanted to make sure.
No, he didn't.
Vel'Koz is situated against Poppy.
I don't think he wins this, but you know what? Poppy. Giving him that little bit of a sweet love. Smacking him up a bit. Dragon's up in a bit here. Is this soul point for New Moon? Honestly,
Darius is rotating.
Darius is rotating. He's on his way. He's coming. This is important for New Moon to get this dragon. But then again, if they get this dragon, honestly, is it the proper play? Because then Elder's up, and if they lose Elder, they are going to completely lose control of this game, and they aren't in a very good spot right now. Corki
Vel'Koz has a flank,
staring at them menacingly.
big
They're
rocket.
just straight up starting the dragon. Not much they can do. Corki coming in with the package. Very interesting decision. Flash is out. Darius is there. Corki is not in a good position. Nautilus getting cleaned up by this Jarvan.
Lethal
Corki getting
tempo.
pulled in. Lethal tempo coming in clutch. Huge lethal tempo plays. Curious how much he's procced this lethal tempo.
Cast time 10 seconds.
Seconds. Poppy going in.
47.
Huge. Poppy
Oh.
ulting anybody. Should have been the Darius that she ulted there, but opting for the Seraphine for some reason.
They are looking towards this Baron.
This Baron looking very ripe for the picking for New Moon right now. They've
They
decided
are
they're
just
going to make
baiting.
a kill push. Even though Kane can see through walls. Kane getting hooked, knocked up, instantly killed by this Kaisa.
Valkaz?
Oh my god, the lethal tempo coming in clutch by this Darius. Oh, you've
Honestly,
never seen such lethal tempo gaming before in your life.
I wish Valkaz went lethal tempo.
I'd love to see that. It's like they're just gonna opt to push in mid lane. Jarvan coming in with the flank.
Monkeys has found their win color.
Oh, the Nautilus going in for the flash hook, but it goes wide. Unfortunate.
If Vel'Koz can keep playing this good, this might be a Monkeys win.
This might be a Monkey's win. He has 10 stacks in the Dark Steel. Will he buy the Medjay?
Hopefully not.
Hopefully not, because I don't think it's worth it. But you know what? Maybe.
Buck B has completed 3 items.
That's so big for Corgi to get. Wait, is Static Shiv a normal item you buy on Corgi?
No.
Oh, never mind. I figured it wasn't. That's why I asked.
Usually you go Rev, but it's okay.
Yeah.
He is making
is what
the
it is.
meta. I can't see what's happening, but it's a Baron.
Blitzcrank in a good position to get a nasty hook off if he finds somebody. That's all he's fishing for right now. This Nautilus could have been in a bad spot, but Blitzcrank was not looking for the hook. Oh, maybe this Kane might be in a bad spot. Nope. Everybody's just, playing footsies with each other right now. Back and forth. Everybody's chilling in mid lane. Nobody's really side laning right now. Kind of missing out on an opportunity for this Darius to really just be shoving the spot lane in.
Oh,
Oh, Poppy and Blitzcrank are in a bad spot. If they had collapsed on that, that could have been horrible for the side of New Moon. Jarvan has opted for the Guardian Angel third item. It's not necessarily the worst, but I feel like it's too early for Guardian Angel. I feel like that third item should just be a normal item, like anything.
on
Other
J4
than
he really only needs those 2 items. So GA is actually not bad here.
All right. Maybe it could come in clutch here, especially against this Darius. Corki
Huge angle for this Baron Deathwish. Corki gives their position away.
Given these pokes out left and right, doing very minuscule amounts of damage to this Nautilus. Corki could be in a
Kaisa
very
W
bad
does
spot.
miss. She doesn't have it for another 15 seconds.
Probably this Nautilus didn't decide to just collapse on this. Corki was in a perilous position there, but here we are. Nobody's fighting for this Baron. Nobody's pushing side lanes. We're just getting a classic NA ARAM run going on right now. Nobody knows what to do. Nobody knows how to make this game change. Rather than fight for the Baron, we fight for mid lane.
This is a classic Dignitas gameplay.
Classic C9 lol moment. Corki finally side laning. This is huge.
Looks like they're just waiting out the 1 minute tell Elder. Baron is not an option.
It is not worth it to coin flip this Elder. It is not. If Newman can lose complete control of this game. Oh no, Darius is in a horrible position right now.
Lethal tempo.
Lethal tempo coming in clutch right now. Gets knocked into the wall. Doesn't get stunned.
The double heal.
Vel'Koz, huge damage coming out from the Vel'Koz. Keen's there to clean it up. Poppy. Oh, she could live. Maybe.
This
Gets
might
knocked up.
be the turning play.
It could be. Oh my
Kane
god,
will
Corky
copy.
coming in,
Oh,
cleans it up perfectly. Unfortunate. Monkeys had their moment.
that was looking really good for monkeys.
It was looking so good for Monkeys. Corky teleports in at the last moment. The hero, the knight in shining armor. Darius taking a substantial amount of damage from this Corky. Holy. It's almost like he doesn't have any armor items or magic or MR item. Crazy.
Blitzcrank stuck in the bush. Oh,
He's
channeling
there.
recall.
Hey, maybe he
Elder
flashbacks.
is up in 10 seconds.
This is not the objective you want to coin flip. If you want to coin flip an objective, it's gotta be Baron. This could go
Hopefully,
so poorly
Corky
for Newman.
package does something this time.
Corgi Pack is a very important part of this team's team fighting capabilities.
Darius picking up red buff
Darius
for
getting
that
the red
lethal
buff.
tempo.
That lethal tempo proc, very important. You know, where would we be right now without it? Okay, so starting the Baron Nautilus just
engages.
in.
Oh,
Blitzcrank
Blitzcrank down to 1 HP.
Ton of damage on that Blitzcrank.
He's opting out to Reese. No, he canceled.
Elder Dragon is pissed right now. He's angry.
He's
Oh, he
looking
went to
around.
sleep.
But oh,
Gets the hook on the Nautilus. Instantly
he-
kills the Nautilus. Nautilus is not tanky at all.
Corky
huge
pack-
Corky package coming in. Never mind. Not that big. Pushed him around a little bit, made him angry.
I saw the vision.
He had it. He had a goal. Then he went over the wall. No longer had the goal anymore. They're just
They are
starting.
starting this
yeah,
before
Elder right
Blitz even gets here.
now. Blitzcrank not close. Kane
Kane,
in a perfect position right now to just either steal it or kill somebody in the process. He's going in. He's going for it. He was away. That is an Elder Dragon over to New Moon. This could be exactly what they want, but it looks like we're just going to go straight to Baron. Not much that Monkeys can do. They have Elder. There's no way they can contest this Baron play. Crystal got hungry, decided she wanted to eat some fruit before she went and touched the Baron. You know, happens to the best of us, really.
better stay on that diet plan.
Corky one-shotting the poor Nautilus.
What did Nautilus even do there? He just got one shot. Resetting after taking both objectives, and this is not looking good for monkeys. Why is this guy obsessed with Spear of Shojin?
I don't know. Why are you building Spear of Shojin on Kane?
I've seen it before, but it's not that good.
He's going in for the Spirit Visage next item, which is like probably what he should have built before he built Shojin.
I'm waiting for the Bork on Darius.
He'll get there one day. He's actually going, you know, the best build ever. Deadman's next. So you know,
Is that good?
it's part of his build. Is it good? Deadman's kind of sucks right now. I can't deny it.
How do you live this Corky Kaisa poke with Elder?
Pick Seraphine and clear the wave and wait for the buffs to go away.
Look at Vel'Koz.
Wait, what happened with Vel'Koz? There's no way. Oh my god! That's insane.
Poor Vel'Koz, man.
That Corky damage, man. That Vel'Koz was playing this game so well.
Vel'Koz deserves this win. Honestly,
Vel'Koz-
none of them win, only Vel'Koz.
because Vel'Koz won in spirit.
True.
They're just gonna crack this
Oh,
game.
huge
Wide
shit.
open. Whoa!
Oh,
Look at that shielding on Seraphine.
instantly
Nautilus
one shot.
instantly killed.
Lethal tempo.
Lethal tempo coming in clutch right now. He gets the lethal tempo. Didn't save him. What an interesting decision to pick Darius with lethal tempo.
Hey Cam, do you ever do like interviews after games? Can we interview the Darius?
I'd love to talk to this man. Now, it's very important, you know. The crowd couldn't figure out what the Laldl was. It was Camille. I guessed it on my third try because I'm a genius. He's not. He's not very smart. That's why he's not
Bro,
diamond.
you didn't tell me she existed.
The reason he's not diamond, folks.
All right,
All
do the quote.
right.
Did you do the quote yet?
The quote.
Yeah.
Let me see this. Let me see this quote. Who let
Wait,
the
do it
dogs
at the
out?
same.
Woof
So,
woof woof.
all right, hold on. So this is it.
I got it.
New Moon gets the win, 2-0 into Litra Monkeys. A huge win for New Moon.
It's massive.
Yeah, I already
Couple
got it.
questionable things happening in the game, but overall pretty good. Bugby.
Amazing series.
Amazing series. This is the
But
world's material.
It was entertaining to say the least.
yeah,
It
that was
was.
very entertaining. 39k damage on Buckby at the end, 70k gold. Um, Barry Donald also had a really amazing series, and his damage showed up, 32.2k damage. Only IQ of a Coconut crossed the 20k mark in damage, but really well performance overall. But yeah, this is a huge win. I'm gonna try to get in touch here since our casters asked. I'm gonna try to get in touch with Darius for a quick interview. I'm not sure how well this is gonna work, but give me a moment and let's see what we can do.
Are we actually getting Darius on? The
I
I
legend?
don't want to embarrass the poor guy.
well, so I've been asked for actually. ET's New Moon's um jungler asked for an interview. We probably can
Who's
get
that
him.
again?
He is a what are you doing stat bro.
All right.
He can be the second option. Can we have confirmation if Darius is coming?
Hold on. But yeah, so far this is a great victory overall for New Moon, getting up into a 3-3 um, result. So that's awesome to see. For those who don't know, on the other side, the other ET team currently is tied in 1-1 with Conduit Esports Fever. Or, no, sorry, Conduit Esports Kraken. So ET Solar and Kraken are currently 1-1 on their series, and their third game 3 just started. Okay, so give me a few minutes. We'll be right back with the interview with Big News, Darius, and Olaf from Litra Monkeys. We're gonna try to have an interview with them, and we'll be right back. Hello, guys. So we're back here, and our casters are gonna interview Big News from Literal Monkeys Gold. Hey, Big News, how are you doing, man? How was the night?
I mean, pretty good. I've got something going on with my computer that I've got really bad packet loss, so it's kind of frustrating to play when the game doesn't register like a quarter of your inputs. But stuff
Yeah,
happens.
that's honestly probably the most frustrating thing that I would
That's why
ever
you guys had to
understand.
sit through a 20-minute pause in
Yeah,
the first game, so I
Yeah.
apologize for that.
it
No,
really
it's
it
fine. It's
happens. It's
fine.
fine. Oh. What was going through your head though when you picked the Olaf, right? The Poppy was there. It's a good matchup for Olaf, but you went Bork. I'm really curious why you went Bork.
Because of the champions that they had in their first game, they had a lot of really tanky champions, and I personally like Bork on Olaf. It gives him kind of really everything that he's looking for: attack speed, life steal. It kind of doesn't make him very tanky. I mean, the main problem I was having was, I got down 2 levels from level 4 because I just could not control my character and was losing every trade. Uh, but Bork more so because they had 3 tanky people on their team. It would help to shred through the tanky people in their team.
Yeah, that's a very fair play. It's just unfortunate that you have to deal with all the packet loss. Um, how do you feel that you performed in in both the games really? Because obviously the packet loss was a big issue, but I feel like there was a lot to be desired in the first game specifically, and the lethal tempo pick for the Darius was a very
Oh,
strange.
that was Riot Games.
Oh,
Riot
it was
Games
not
That's what it
you.
was.
Yeah, I tried to ask for a remake, but obviously once the team is already set 20 minutes for a pause, they don't really want to go for a remake.
That's
Uh,
unfortunate. That explains a lot.
They cheated
yeah,
you
no,
off
no,
that win.
that was
They
not a secret sleeper pick.
I
Yeah,
was
we
hoping
were we
so.
were
I was
wondering.
hoping so.
That is so
I did miss
unfortunate.
out on like 4 or 5 kills from not having conquerors.
Yeah, I noticed that you had the Poppy at like 1 HP there in one of
Yeah,
those
because
fights.
I'm used to my damage from Conquer,
Yeah.
so I would like go for a play, thinking I had Conquer damage, and then I wouldn't have Conquer damage.
It did offer us a lot of laughs, though.
It was
I'm
very
sure.
fun.
Yeah, I'm sure it was. It was a good view.
Trey, you got
But
anything
no,
you want to ask?
well, that was my main question, the lethal tempo. But of course, it was any Riot client. What? Who can?
Yeah, I mean, so my thing is, I don't really care about winning or losing games. I just come in to have fun, but it's just not fun to play when, like I said earlier, you're when you're dealing with stuff outside your control. It makes the game not enjoyable to play. Like I understand you're gonna lose games and I'm gonna get outplayed by people and stuff like that. But when something's out of your control, that's when it becomes really unfun to play.
I
I
totally
think in
agree with
general
you.
this season I've
100%.
played pretty ass this season. Uh, but everybody's got like an off season here or there. I'm trying to swap back to ADC. So if anybody's looking for an ADC, hey, hi,
Whoa.
He's here.
get me
He's
out of
ready.
the top lane, please. I'm
That's
begging
that's
you.
where the
I'm
that's where
trying.
lethal tempo shines.
Yeah.
True.
So
That is
so I
where the
like to
lethal tempo.
I don't like to play the same role for more than like a couple months at a time because it gets boring. I've now played top lane for like a year and a half straight, and as you can tell from my gameplay, I'm getting pretty tilted. Uh, so please, somebody get me out of this stupid lane and let
Man is
me
begging
actually
for
have
help.
an impact on the game because top lane is a 0 impact role.
This man is begging for help. Someone to get this man an ambulance. Someone get this man a ride.
Get
True.
me out of this
He
lane,
needs
man.
help.
And this is why, guys at home, you do not play top lane.
I
Only,
was
only
That
if
is
you
so
want.
true.
Don't play top lane. This is
Yeah,
coming
I
from
was
a
please.
so
top lane
desperate to
main.
join a team, I even DM'd Cam asking if he had a spot for an ADC. that's that's how you know how desperate I am.
Oh,
No worries.
But no, granted he only played Poppy, but I'm pretty happy. I, I I thought Downfall was an ADC main, so good for him that
you did, yeah,
he's playing pretty okay in the top lane.
pretty well.
You think if you didn't have those packet loss, and don't be scared to call anyone out, you think if you didn't have the packet loss, you would have shit on him?
Honestly, I don't know the Poppy Olaf matchup that well because literally nobody plays Poppy. But like, um, game 2, if I actually have Conquer, I actually probably kill that Jarvan in the two v
Oh,
one play there too,
definitely.
and then I could just snowball the lane out of control at that point. But I feel like game 2 would have gone differently if I had Conquer and wasn't still dealing with the packet loss. But game one is just hard to say because I was just down 2 levels from the beginning, so it's like impossible to say what the lane would have done differently or whatever.
Sure.
Uh, just for a bit of advice, Poppy just loses to Olaf level 1. You hit a Q, you just walk at her.
See,
That's
that's
all
what
he
I was
does.
thinking, but I was losing every single trade because I
Yeah.
was like not able to follow up.
That packet loss, man. Oh,
Yeah, it's like I ran a test in the middle of the game, and like I think I had 250 pings, and it only returned like 150 of them. I was like,
Oh.
okay. So yeah, yeah, I don't know what's going on. I'll have
Yeah,
to
that's
figure
really
that out.
rough.
that's not fun, man. That is not fun at all.
But yeah, still, I think the y'all's jungler played really well, and uh, yeah,
I agree.
I agree. He did play pretty well. But
uh,
thank you for coming on and doing this small
yeah,
interview.
it was good. It's good to talk.
It was a very enjoyable series to say the least. We had a lot to commentate about. But thank you for joining, and I hope you have a wonderful night. Big
yeah,
news.
you guys as well. ET is always a fun org. So
Yeah, man.
Appreciate it.
y'all
Appreciate it.
keep up
Appreciate it.
the fun content.
You're always welcome back. We love making fun of people because it's a great pastime.
I'm fine
It's
with
my
being made fun
favorite
of as
thing.
long as I deserve it, which 99% of the time I do
pretty
in
much,
fact
pretty
deserve
much
it.
that whole game too was us making fun of Lethal Dippo.
Yeah, that every time you're on screen, lethal tempo.
Yeah, my team was like, surely it's not that bad. I was like, yeah.
You haven't seen enough.
Trust me,
Let me
man.
show you just how bad this shit is.
I'm a top lane main, bro. I know how bad it is.
So let me ask you this: what's worse, lethal tempo or press the attack, Darius?
Oh my god! Did you ever go press the attack?
Is press the attack Darius worse?
It's not. It's definitely not worse because you're definitely gonna get way more
Bro,
damage.
I will
You
say
have the
lethal tempo was active for 45 seconds that game. I'll have you know.
yeah 45 seconds out of the 30 minutes of the game. I mean, at least with press the attack, you have the auto reset with your W, so you proc it really fast.
Oh yeah, true. I was also proccing lethal tempo really
Yeah,
really
yeah,
fast.
it certainly worked.
It was doing literally nothing for me, but I was proccing it super fast.
He had it. It was there sometimes. You know, I respect it, man. You really, you know, showed that you're not easy to shake up with even though you got shafted by Riot Games and their lovely client.
Well, like I said, I just play to have fun. I don't
Yeah,
really care about winning as long as I'm enjoying the people I'm playing with and enjoying the game. Then that's what matters.
totally
Yeah.
respectable, man. Totally respectable. But yeah, I appreciate you being here, talking to us, letting us rag on you a little bit. It's all fun and games. I hope you understand that. We're not like trying to bully you or anything like that. It's just for fun.
No,
Yeah.
it's okay. I know Cam's just trying to boost ET's value.
Yeah.
We're trying, man. We're trying. But
You,
hey,
you just
yep.
you just gotta have a big name like big news on the broadcast to
Oh
really
yeah,
Dude,
give it
dude.
some
we gotta get
The
that
credibility.
name
big,
You know,
out.
the big news.
you gotta have big news on there to give you some credibility.
Exactly.
I understand. I
Exactly.
understand. It's okay.
Maybe because
Make
maybe
the
one
next
day
day.
you can represent us, right? So
Yeah.
Like I said, I was trying to give you that NEC spot.
lovely, lovely. All right.
Anything else you'd like to ask, Stroud?
No, I've asked my questions.
All right.
Do you, Gideon Shaw, do you wanna bring us Slappy for a little bit of
Yeah,
interview?
you can bring Slappy.
All right, cool. Again, thanks very much, Okina. Big news. Much love. Hope you have a great and wonderful weekend, man.
Bye.
All right, bye.
Bye, bye.
All right. Bye.
All
Big
right.
news.
Let
Big news,
me
guys.
let me pull.
Lethal
Slappy.
Tempo himself.
Mr. Lethal.
Wait, why I can? Wait, can I move him? Oh yes. Dude, can I move this guy?
I don't know, Cam. Okay.
Hey, Slappy, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hey, how's it going, man? So,
Oh,
so first of all, congratulations, big win tonight. Shroud and Gita here wanted to run a few interviews. We just got Okina big news. the top laner from Little Monkeys. Now we have ET New Moon jungler. It was a good performance overall. How you doing tonight? And welcome.
All right, man. Look, I'm gonna get straight to the point. We're riding the highs of last week, baby. We're riding the highs of this week, baby. It's time to make the run. The run has started.
It's
Hey,
happening.
It's
it's
happening.
big
He said,
time.
"I'm
It's big
tired of
news.
being number 6. I'm ready to be number 1."
Facts.
True.
I'm tired of these rankings disrespecting my fellow teammates.
This is a very big game for you. You just beat the number third spot in the current tournament. This is big for you guys.
We've 2 weeks in a row, man. We knocked the number one team and the number three team
Yeah,
down. So
this is huge.
it's exciting, man. We're just I don't know. The more we play together, it just seems stuff's meshing a lot better. And I mean, that's all you can really ask for.
Definitely. Shroud, is there anything you'd like to ask? Shroud?
Um,
You're the jungler here.
yes, I am a jungler. What is a specific question? You kind of just played very like optimal, in my opinion. Oh, actually, I have one question.
Uh-huh.
In the first game, as Maokai, right?
Yeah, I hate that champ.
Oh,
Maybe don't make your team pick the unit then, but
It's
why
OP, man.
it
why did
is.
you pass top in that game?
I so we did a little brainstorming beforehand, and this is I don't want to sound like in a bad way, but like we knew their mid laner was going to be probably their mid laner and their jungle was probably going to be their best two players. We know their bot lane could hold their own, but like looking back on some of the games they played, they're like really passive and just don't play really aggressive. So I was
Yeah,
like, well, if there's one lane that I'm going to be able to gank, and it's happened last week too, if we're going to, get somebody ahead, it's going to start top more than likely. And for the last 2 weeks, I've just ganked top nonstop, and it seems to be working so far.
Definitely worked out for these last 2 games.
interesting. Yeah. So wait, have you guys ever brainstormed if you're focusing becoming more of a top centric team, early game for sure? Have you guys ever mentioned more carry champions in the top lane, or is
So
Poppy the solution?
Poppy was just there because we really thought that he was going to pick Kane. Like that was kind of the mindset that we had into it,
Yeah,
and he didn't. But I mean, even in the Heck Room, I knew if I just played something with CC that we could just chain CC, and even with Maokai, you can build full dam or full tank and just still do damage. The champ's just not balanced.
I agree.
But once he was behind a little bit, then I could start playing the map a little bit more. But it was more or less our comms this week were way improved than normal. Usually it sounds like a bunch of cats meowing in a box, but
Yeah, you guys.
we were on the same page a lot this week.
Yeah, you guys struggled a little bit at the beginning of the first game, but eventually you found your groove and you managed to close the game out pretty well. Um, it really just seems like this was kind of a one-sided domination. Like the enemy team couldn't really do much against you guys. You were just a presence around the whole map.
I will never deny that like it doesn't matter what team in this AGL league that's in our division or any of the other divisions in this elo. It's League of Throws at the end of the day. It's who can mess up less because there's going to
True.
be mistakes.
True.
This is
You can
true.
try. You can capitalize. Oh, I just ripped my headphones out of my ear. You can you can capitalize on a lot of the mistakes pretty easy. Like they were catching us in our mistakes, and then we were turning it right back around within a minute and catching them in a mistake. So it's kind of pick your poison. Who messes up worse?
Yeah, definitely.
I'm just happy I didn't have to play Trundle this week.
But yeah, one thing that I definitely want to give it a big shout out to three people actually. Uh, Downfall, actually yourself, Slappy, and Buckby. I think these three people today played, you know, really well given the conditions. I think Buckby had a pretty stable lane overall. He wasn't like shiny, like getting solo kills or anything like that, but he also wasn't like um, dropping kills like or anything getting caught. He played pretty well the Nico game with the engages, maybe just a couple things here and there, but overall pretty good. The Corki just kill, just stay back. Good package usage. Downfall getting the solo queues and abusing over and over again, both on both poppy matchups. So really well done for you guys. Big, it's a huge win because these are two big upsets that no one was seeing, and definitely putting ET New Moon in that fight for the playoffs. And I think you guys can pull it off without much issue. So congratulations on the win. Uh, I love to watch this game. It was really really nice.
I'm just waiting for the day people like stop disrespecting Buckby and the Nico pick. Because every time he gets to play that champ, he will first pick it and he doesn't care. And he is gonna pop off on that champ.
Oh yeah, the Nico was definitely he's being impressive on the Nico. Really impressive.
Definitely proved it. Yeah, that first game was a one-sided mid lane, just difference. Like Ziggs did a ton of damage throughout the game, but didn't have nearly as much utility as this Nico did.
I don't know their jungler, him like going Sunderer and the Cleaver and the Shojin and never getting Metamude was kind of weird to me.
Finally, someone else.
Someone speaks the
Finally.
truth.
But I mean, I didn't. I guess I did. My build was kind of weird on Maokai too because I just built Radiant into full tank. I didn't see a need really for damage. I thought we just had enough CC where, if, God forbid, we have to front to back. The first person of their team that comes in is going to get deleted.
As
We can just
Maokai?
go from there. Yeah, I
As
mean,
Maokai, I really like even shot. It's so broken.
yeah, that's fair. But usually with like, I'm kind of the one like trying to go in anyway. So if I
Uh-huh.
can get that extra like 4 seconds to yell some stuff into the box of meowing cats, then it works in our favor sometimes. It worked today, so I'm very happy about that. I
Yeah.
don't know who we play next week, but they better watch out for this
Oh,
little
for sure, for sure.
this new moon rolling tide we got going on right now.
I think on a final note, at least from my side, the one good thing about you guys is you guys are definitely improving on the little mistakes you guys were doing. You guys played really well, like as a team this time. Played together. Downfall was there on like pretty much all the team fights, so really really impressive. And
Mhm.
again, congratulations because you guys are looking pretty hot right now. So I'll be damned to say that New Moon is looking better than some other teams there, and I think it's about to prove some fraudulence out there wrong.
Lot of fraudulence, but look, I will tell you this. I will tell you one thing, and I'll end on this note, bro. And this is the God's honest truth. You can ask everybody on this team. I say it all the time. If our AD carry starts doing damage, this shit's a wrap.
Yo, calling out
Bro,
Coco
call that
right
his
now.
own
Coco's my
ADC.
boy, man. He knows how I feel.
Hey, Coco.
One day, gotta pump those numbers up, man.
We just need to start playing Azir AD, man. He'll pop off.
Oh, God.
Oh yeah, for sure. So again, thanks very much everyone who joined in. We got two amazing interviews. We got an amazing series overall. Big win for New Moon. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna host Aegis. We're 26 minutes on the last series between Conduit Esports Kraken and the ET Solar. The game is 1-1, but ET just got a Baron buff. It has the Infernal Soul. It's a lot. It's like over 10k gold lead, so looking pretty good. So I'm gonna send for everyone there if you guys want to watch the end of that series because it's looking really good for us this
Yeah, you
Friday.
should. Let's go solar, baby. Let's go.
So thank you again. I'll catch you guys next week. Or actually, I'll catch you guys probably tomorrow or Sunday. But yeah, let's bring ET Solar on the screen.